Today we're going to talk about loyalty and how that loyalty can get you into trouble. Hi, I'm Distortion, and if you've not seen my videos before or not subscribed, then please tap the subscribe button. Also, click on the little bell and then you'll be told every time I post content. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt drawn to do something but you really didn't want to do it? In fact, you probably knew that it was going to get you into trouble if it did. Loyalty can do that. More and more gang culture is becoming something that is more tangible in this country, in the UK. In America, it's been there for years. Gang culture now is just starting to be seen. It rears its ugly head from time to time. In the news the other day, there was a bus driver in Kent that was surrounded by 30 kids with knives and machetes. He didn't actually do anything, but managed to scare the person in the bus so badly that they were gibbering and crying. You know, if you're presented with 30 people with machetes, it doesn't matter who you are, Bruce Lee, God or Thor, you're going to be frightened. And if you're not, maybe there's something wrong with your head. Those 30, out of all of those 30, you can guarantee that there were 4 or 5 of them in that group that were wavering, didn't want to do it, but they were pushed into it because of their loyalty to their gang. I've hung around and have been a part of some pretty large organisations in motorcycling, and also to a smaller degree in the criminal fraternity. Let me tell you this, you know, there used to be the loyalty of thieves. There's always a family, always like given a hierarchy, a structure. You know, mafia families. When you look at all the mafia, it never ends well, does it? You know what I mean? You know, John Gotti and Sammy the Bull Gravano, they were inside each other's pockets. They killed people for a living, you know, and then profited from it. And then, you know, the head of the family went against Sammy the Bull. So what did he do? He gave him up. Gave up the whole family. And John Gotti died in prison. You know, being a criminal isn't the life that you might think it is. The reality is you're probably going to end up in prison or dead. And yeah, you might make some money, but then you can't spend it because everyone's watching you and they're waiting for you to fall down. Loyalty is something that you really think you could find in like a gang or a group. You know, a motorcycle club, for instance, you know, you think you'd find loyalty there, but you don't. What you find is, you know, lip service given to loyalty. You're given a situation where you have some like-minded people who ride motorcycles and they're in a clubhouse and they say all that. But I tell you this now, from personal experience, one will outdo another one to the point where they put him down so they can prosper. You know, it's not... Human beings have a difficulty with loyalty, even on a friend level from day to day. Okay? You know, I'm sure that every single one of you watching this has looked at one of your friends and gone, fucking what is your problem at some point? Or you've had a row, or you've not supported them when they wanted supporting because it wasn't your agenda. And you know what, that's okay. But don't make out that you are always loyal if you're not. The brutal fact of the matter is that human beings don't have the propensity for loyalty. What happens is they're self-serving creatures. We all are. So yes, you can be loyal to a point. You know, like Sammy the Bull Gravano, you know, he was loyal, blindly loyal, until he suddenly realised that the head man above him, John Gotti, wasn't loyal at all. He was self-serving and he wanted his own agenda. Just remember, next time you follow someone into doing something you don't want to do, ask yourself why you're doing it. Because they're getting something out of you, you're not getting anything apart from trouble. Have a little look at loyalty and see how you really feel about it. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, that'd be awesome. Up here is the last video we did. Have a watch because it's really good. And this one's picked by YouTube for you because they know more about you than I do.